Hi everybody, Linda Heldman here for Canadian Beats. I am here with Brea Lawrenson. Welcome, Brea.
Hello, thank you for having me.
We were flight mates coming
I know,
down.
yeah. Isn't that amazing when that happens?
It was so cool. We are in Nashville, Tennessee, and tell us where we are.
We are at Beaird Music Group Studios, and I've recorded here for the past 5 years, I guess. Just releasing my singles, and this will be my second album that I'm just finishing up. So I just love it here. Everyone is so great. The musicians are fantastic, and they play my songs like they've been playing them for years. So
There's
I love it.
some pretty impressive
Some plaques on the wall
plaques out there. Yes.
I know.
Yes, it's like, okay, they kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah, I guess. Yep, and it sounds that way like every time I get to sit in and listen to the mixing session, which is usually like the final step to creating the music here is the mixing and the mastering session. And like by the time that part comes, I'm so relaxed and just excited to hear what's going to happen, like the final end result. So this is the exact room that we do it in, and whoever's working on it, I think Dave's working on it today, and he's just fantastic, and he's turning up every little like detail in the music that the musicians have played that I can't even hear, you know, until he's like turned them up and totally put all the effects on and everything, and just he makes them sound big time.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool. Yeah,
Nice.
I love it.
So tell me a little bit about this album.
So yeah, this album, I'm gonna like just go right out there and say that this album is called Demons.
Ooh.
And so that's the title. So it's the title track is Demons, and that's gonna be my next single that we're releasing to Canadian country radio. And this album for me is just about my demons, my obstacles in life that has sort of created or formed the way that I am as a woman, going all through the different obstacles in the music industry, and not even that, just in life. So a lot of the songs are really close to my heart. It's like almost like soul wrenching, you know, tugging at the heartstrings and stuff. A lot of the songs are really just a part of me, a part of my soul, and I've written them from the heart, for sure. And I like to write all my songs. Every song that I pick for the album has to be good enough for me to put it in as a part of my brand and the kind of thing that I want to represent. So it takes me a little bit to pick out all the songs, but I'm always writing new songs. So I'm just, as long as I can keep that momentum going and find a sort of good group of songs to put together on an album, then we're ready to go. So it took about, I guess, a year in the making, kind of, to put them all, to write them all, put them all together, and now I'm confident that it's going to be the next sort of milestone in my career.
That is great.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
great.
excited. I'm so excited for the world to hear it.
Well, I honestly believe you are an underrated, undiscovered talent. There are people that know about you, but not enough people know about you.
Isn't that the struggle? That's like,
yes.
It's such a struggle because there's so much amazing talent in Canada, and you know, especially like everywhere around the world, and here in Nashville, and it's hard. Like, it's a hard road. You got to keep on pounding the pavement and just kind of play as much as you can, work with as many people as you can, be as open as you can to creating new relationships. That's what it's all about, really. The industry part of it, and then just loving what you're doing on top of that. So a lot of it sometimes seems like hard work, and then when I personally get to hear the music come through, it makes it feel like it's all worth it. So I just keep on going and trying to get more exposure and friends like you. So thank you.
Well, I think the first time I ever saw you perform was at Boots and Hearts on the Sirius XM stage for their competition.
Yeah, that was fun.
There was
so cool.
you, there was Runaway Angel, Chris Henderson, Ty
yep.
Baton,
Yep.
Trinity Bradshaw is the one who won that year.
Yep. Oh my
and
gosh,
I still love Trinity.
Oh yeah,
She
she's
is
awesome. And I so funny because the last time I was here was 2 times ago that I was in Nashville. I was walking down Music Row, and she was walking down Music Row, and I'm like, hey, like we just kind of ran right into each other, like literally. And I mean, that's so crazy when you think about how small the music industry is, or how small the world is. You know, like we're both from Canada. She's from out west. And I'm from Ottawa Valley, but we ran into each other right here in Nashville. It's funny.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, even on the flight down, how many Canadians I knew on the plane.
Yeah. And you know, make it a point to be like, hey.
Yes.
Oh, hey again. Yeah. Well, it's important, too. Yeah.
It is. And just being here, there's no limit to the amount of talent that I can run into and talk to, and it's just been fantastic.
You just don't know who's going to be standing next to you in line getting coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a small little world.
Breakfast date with Kansas Stone today, and who's in line but Brea.
I'm
It's like, hey, I'm supposed to see you this afternoon. Hey.
Yeah. We were just messaging you. We were just messaging each other on Facebook, so it's good.
It is, absolutely.
When it happens, it's like serendipity.
Yeah.
Well,
one of my favorite songs of yours that was released to radio, and I guess my first introduction to you, was Hell on High Heels.
Aww.
And that did really well.
Yeah, I mean, for an indie like me, that was just pretty much coming out of the gates at that point. That was probably 2014. Yeah, it did pretty good, and I had a lot of feedback, a lot of radio people listening. So and that's really good for an independent up and coming artist, and that kind of thing. You just gotta keep on building traction and keep on releasing songs that you believe represent you and that you believe in. So I always get like that comment, and my the station at home, Country 101, is always playing. They say they always get requests for Hell on High Heels. So
it's an attitude song.
Yes, exactly. And that's I just, and you know what, I wrote it because I wanted like all my friends at home to hear it and be like, yeah, that's her. So I thought that was like the initial idea of the song, for sure.
And your follow-up to that, I can't think of the name of it. It was a good song as well.
After Hell on High Heels came, I'm like,
I can't remember
like
but it was a good
out.
one too.
But well, there's Lynchburg.
That was
Lynchburg is
that
kind
was
of about like an edgy like story about.
That was a good one as well.
A relationship, yeah.
That was your phone, I guess.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
That sounds like Twitter.
I'm going, that's not the camera.
Nope. It's all good. Yeah, so, and Lynchburg, and then after Lynchburg, Daddy's Moonshine, Guts and God, and I recorded...
Oh my goodness, there happened, yeah.
There's been I've had about 9 singles to Canadian radio.
Oh, wow.
And the one that really did it for me, the one that I'm most proud of, I guess, that charted the top 60, I think. So I haven't broke top 40 yet, which is just a goal that I'm aiming for. Was Canadian Pearl. And I have the tattoo now.
Oh, nice.
You know, I leave my heart on my sleeve. Nice. So, yeah, Canadian Pearl did really well in Canadian radio, too. And I think it's just because I've got a lot of friends and a lot of support in my hometown. And the biggest thing is just to really have those connections and get out of the zone, the comfort zone, and sort of meet new people and become more nationwide kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So is there a date for the single?
There isn't an official date yet, but I'm going to say that it's going to be April.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the album?
And the album will be done by then. We just got to get them all printed off and make sure that I've got some to sell at the side of the stage. Because that's where we sell a lot of them. You know, and a lot of people just go on iTunes and get it. But, and I mean, it could be up the same month even.
Okay.
So,
alrighty.
yeah, we're gonna.
And speaking of selling CDs side stage, what is have you started booking for the summer and
Yeah,
festivals
I'm
and stuff like
so
that?
excited. Yeah, it's festival season's coming up, fair and festival season, and we are going, the band and I are going to the Manitoulin Island, to the Manitoulin Country Fest.
I'm there this.
Are you? Yay!
Hey, Manitoulin Country Fest! KT, Craig, Corey.
So excited. Oh, I love them, yeah. And I went...
Oh, it's going to be a good show.
I'm
oh,
excited.
my goodness.
It's going to be
So
fun.
there's you. There's Billy Ray Cyrus. There's, I think Rivertown Saints are there this year.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Goodvin.
Mm-hmm.
They've
got a great lineup.
Emerson Drive.
Emerson Drive.
That's when I saw Danik yesterday. I said, I'm so excited you guys are
Nice.
coming to Manitoulin Country Fest.
Yeah. Oh, it's
And George
so fun.
Canyon.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just a hint of the list.
Yeah, Lee Bryce, right? Lee
yes.
Bryce, the headliner?
Yes.
We
I have
stayed in
seen
his...
him a couple of times, and
I love
he just
him.
blows me away
Yeah.
every time.
I know. I just love him. It's hard to love that. That's like my favorite Lee Bryce song. Anyway, I just love him, and I'm like thinking, oh, do you think I'll be able to meet him? You never know what happens backstage, but it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
The band and I are so excited. It's like a
Awesome.
7-hour trip, but we've been all the way to PEI and Cavendish Fest too. Like, we're going all over, and that's what it's sort of about. You just got to
That's
keep
good.
on getting the exposure and playing your gigs,
Yeah.
especially at these premier country festivals. Like,
Absolutely.
you know, putting that lineup on your resume is pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too shabby.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking time out of your recording
Thank you.
schedule today to talk to
Oh,
me. I
this is great.
appreciate it.
I appreciate it very
and,
much.
We'll have this up as soon as we can.
Yay!
Brea Lawrenson, please check her out on her social media. And when Demons comes out, please go to your streaming sites, purchase it, and request it at your radio stations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brea Lawrenson. And I'm Linda Heldman for Canadian Beats.